It's time for the 1989 AFC Championship game here in Tecmo. I can get my screen shared, and we just had the kickoff. Jets starting with the ball. They went 13-3 in the regular season. Cincinnati 14-2. Mikowski had a great year at quarterback. There's a 1-yard run for Byers. Will be 2nd and 9. Jets at their own 32. Three-four defense, no blitz. Both teams have really strong passing attacks. Both teams have cornerback zeros, excellent receivers, and great quarterbacks. A couple of really good coaches. And run wrong for Byers. He beats the defensive end, gets 5 yards. Go ahead and share this out. Third and 4 coming up. Incomplete, looking for Byers there on a short pass. First throw of the day for Mikowski, and got a punt coming up. Cincinnati will get their first possession. Good punt returner, Will Drury. And he loses the ball. It looks like the Jets are on it at the Cincinnati 21-yard line. So Drury looking to make something happen there. Unfortunately, forgot the ball, and the Jets are going to have great field position. 12:36 left, first quarter. Eric Metcalf now in at halfback. Of course, he's an all-purpose kind of back, great receiver, doing some returning as well. So then run Byers. He's going to get 3 yards there. As a few of our teams do, including mine, Jay's got a couple of defensive end zeros. His defense is keyed by a great middle linebacker, Mecklenburg. Got a 5-5 in Reynolds, and then 6-12-1 for Carl Mecklenburg, starter of the defense. He's got a 4-7 Carl Hairston nose tackle, and is next to last year. He was actually drafted in the 76 IFL draft. Ezra Johnson, a 0-10, and we have a 0-10 Gary Jeter on the ends. Great pass blocking for both teams. In run left, Metcalf. It's going to be held to a yard there as the blocking back, Tom Rathman, makes the block. Saves a 4-yard loss. It'll be 3rd and 6. See a pro set here. Let's take a look at Rathman. Excellent receiving fullback. Keith Jackson at tight end. So Mikowski has some decent receiver targets. Here on 3rd and 6, we'll see what Brian does. Both teams, again, had great success all year long. He's going to run off tackle. Got Mecklenburg for contain there, but going against a 4, it's going to be held short. And it's 4th and 1. Will he take the 3 points off the fumbled punt, or will he go for it? He is going to go for it with a full house. Ball with 12. Big play early in this game. No blitz being shown. If you go full house outside the 10, of course, inviting the short yardage defense, but you get the boost in the run blockings, and you have 4 different potential runners. Here we go. It's a linebacker Byers. It is the short yardage defense, and he's going to lose a yard, and Cincinnati survives the early turnover. I think we have a trade. Well, the Rams have acquired Detroit's 3rd-round pick. That pick was hot. They'd already been traded to Chicago. I tried to get it from Mick, and now it has gone to Steve and the Bears. So here we go, Cincinnati. Marino with his first possession. Got Keith Jones. One of the 2 Keith Joneses in the league this year. The other one was on Dallas. This is Keith L. Jones. You got Rod Bernstein, who's got, other than a name like all the President's Men, you've got a guy who's got a decent receiving card. He's got like 20-yard runs, guess wrong, in the middle of his card. So keep an eye on him. He's got up to 5 carries in this game. 2nd and 10. Ironhead Hayward in at fullback. And Anthony Miller over here had a fantastic season. Big play receiver. Altoon, more of the hands type. Mickey Schuler got a lot of catches, led the team in receptions this year. Keith L. Jones on the run gains 8 yards. So we got a 3rd and 2 coming up. Pinkett and Jones in at running back. Good guest right runner for Jones. And, of course, great receiver. Pinkett's also got a good receiving card. And pretty good running card, kind of chunky. It's going to be a look into Pinkett, guessed right. And he's going to pick up 7 yards. New linebacker in zone that time. White day of 4. Probably would have only got a couple. Still would have been a first down. Hayward and Pinkett in at running backs. Got short to Mickey Schuler. Tight end getting his first. And it's going to be a dump off to Pinkett. He's going to get 6. Had a pass rush shot there. Derek Kennard, not a great pass blocker. More of a run-blocking road grader type. But he makes the pass block there against Fred Schmerlis. Fred Schmerlis and Bible Black. King Crimson reference for those of you out there in the Prog Rock fan club. It's going to be a look into tune. That one's going to be incomplete. Marino 2 for 4 early. It'll be a big 3rd and 4 here for Cincinnati. Approaching the halfway point and quarter 1. Giants had a threat early after a fumble punt, but went for it on 4th and 1 and did not make it. Got a blocking back set. Keith Jones, the lone running threat here on 3rd and 4. It's going to be a left flat pass to Schuler. Double team on Jones. And Schuler's going to get 6 yards and the first down. Cincy's got the ball out to their own 40 on their first possession here. Of course, Dan Marino's looking to loosen up his arm. Anthony Miller's says, I got a full tank, coach. I'm ready to run. And we got a brief timeout. It's time to hit the old Folgers. say Folgers. Of course, I'm actually a U-Band coffee drinker. Friend of mine, wow, probably 30 years ago. It's like, I can't believe you don't drink U-Band. You drink so much coffee. You should be drinking U-Band. It's like, well, I do some grinding. I basically buy Colombian coffee that's on sale. But it's like, for the most part, I just like good coffee. Well, you need to try U-Band. And so she brewed me up some, and I've been buying U-Band ever since. Okay, we got an off tackle right to Alan Pinkett. Guess wrong. It's going to get 5 yards. As you see, Pinkett's got some chunky kind of runs, more so than a steady, a lot of short gains and such. Big plus 26 there on 10. There's not a lot of short gains in this particular card set on a lot of running back cards. Iron Hood Hayward will be going off tackle here. Guess wrong, 0. Now he's got a really good running card, guess wrong, as you see. That's the only place he doesn't get any yards. So containment's still in effect here, 3rd and 5. Bernstein's in at running back. Probably less of a threat to run it here with containment, but he is a good receiver out of the backfield. James Lofton in the game, 3rd wide receiver slot. Anthony Miller could just take off deep here. Say 3rd and 5, get a feeling you may press. 3-2-6 being shown. Maybe less likely in a 3-2-6, but he still could do it. Anthony Miller's going to get his shots deep. You've got to let your Colts run down the field, take some shots at him. And Miller had a great regular season for the Bengals. The defense is taking a timeout. Wonder if they may have decided to go to a 3-3-5. We'll see. 3-2-6 there has no containment possibilities, if I'm not mistaken. And Brian's asking about Bernstein. I believe he's got 5 total carries allowed, and he can use them in either all of them in this game, or he can spread them out among the 2 games. But yeah, he does go 3-3-5. And like I say, I think that has a lot to do with Bernstein. You want to get a containment guy in there. And 3-2-6, of course, you're not allowed to call run. So probably worth a timeout for Brian there to account for Bernstein. Here's Schuler being double teamed. Good call by Brian. He's going to get 4, and that +1 that did not happen on the last roll comes into play here as it leaves it 4th and 1 since he had thrown 49. Of course, Jay will go for it on 4th and 1 like all of us will, but he is less likely to do so on his side of the field. Punt's going to be down to about the 9 or 8. Jojo Townsville will let it bounce, and it goes down to the 3. So instead of starting at the Cincy 21, Mikowski's going to have to work 97 yards to reach pay dirt on this one. Jerry Rice hadn't caught any passes yet, and of course he's going to be active in this game. Mississippi Valley State. It's funny, I was following him in like Sports Illustrated or something, wondering if he would make it in the NFL because he was just putting up amazing college stats. And of course, he ended up being an amazing pro. Probably the best wide receiver to ever play the game. We got a Tom Rathman stopped for no gain. Henry Ellard unable to make the block there. Not very many wide receivers who ever get anything but zeros, of course. Every once in a while you'll see one, mostly back in the old days, and a lot of times it would be somebody who also played tight end. It's going to be long to Ellard. Max blitz on here for Cincinnati. Free safety blitz as well. And Magic Man gets out of there and gets 4 yards. Chances of a sack were only 1 through 10 there. Mecklenburg's asterisk came up, working against Rathman. 7 pass blocking running back. And the random of 29, very likely saved by the pass rush check being Rathman. But as you'll see, there's a lot of good blockers. I believe they've got 4 total 7s. Dellenbach's a 7. Roy Foster's a 7. And Ronnie Lee's a 7. So got 4 7 pass blockers when he has Rathman in the game. And he's showing blitz again. See what Metcalf's blocking is. 0. So that asterisk is going to be tough to block if it comes up. It could either be Mecklenburg if he's coming or just a free safety. It is just the free safety coming, so he'll be at 10, but it's not going to come up on a flat pass. Keith Jackson only picks up 2, and it's 4th and 4. Cincy looking to get the ball back in good field position. Great punt returner, as we talked about, when he does not fumble. 38 yards is going to be unfielded, and it's going to be at midfield where Dan Marino will start his second drive. We're scoreless here in the first, 3:18 left. AFC Championship game. Cincinnati, of course, the defending champion. Looking to make it 2 in a row to get this league started. It's going to be off tackle right, gets wrong for Ironhead Hayward. It's got quite a few carries. 49 for a fullback. That's not too bad. And he's definitely got a very usable running card. I'll peek it in. It's a blocking back set, so Bernstein can't run. 2nd and 12. Expect we'll see some double teams and a pass. It's going to be an end run Pinkett. They do use a couple of double teams, though. It's going to pick up 4, so it's going to leave it at 3rd and 8. Comes the Gray Goose to join the announcing team. Goose. Good morning. Third and 8. We got a 3-3-5 lofted in. It's the Gray Goose. May see his sister Neptune at any time. We'll be lucky if he stays quiet enough. 3-2-6 being shown. Looking for some double teams here. Again, all 4s across the short zone. So look into Schuler, and there's no one there, no double team. So he's got a shot here. It's going to be guessed wrong. Incomplete. Oh. Schuler only drops the 5. A 4 would have been short of the first down, but tough roll. So on 4th and 8, Elisick back in the game to punt. And showing fake punt, is that right? It is, and he completes it. Wow, from his own 40, from the Jets 48. Elisick goes for the fake punt, hits Mike Quick for a 12-yard completion for first game. I was thinking that is so out of character for Jay, and I think he was looking for a out-of-bounds punt, and his punter read it as the go for it signal, and while the coach is screaming, no, I'm in out of bounds, he's not looking over the sideline. He's drawing up a play. He's got his receiver. He's making his pass. He hadn't got to throw all year long. Damn it, he's going to throw. So Elisick Reminiscent of Larry Seipel in the 1972 AFC Championship game. Makes a big play as the punter, disguised. He's really a dangerous offensive weapon. Marino's starting to wonder if he might lose his job to Ilisic. And after an incompletion, he's looking over the sideline. Ilisic is warming up on the sidelines. 2nd and 10 here at the Jets 36. So Jay, the crazy putting game so far, loses a punt in his own 21, accidentally goes for a 4th down and makes it. So breaks kind of evening out here. And we're going long. Miller, touchdown. Anthony, big play Miller, 36 yards. Had a great regular season. And Cincinnati strikes first. It's the first quarter flickers out here. Lansford on for the extra point. He makes them all. Lansford had an amazing regular season. Missed 1 field goal all year. And he's got an excellent card. He's like something like 2 through 8, 11, and 12 in the next to last longest field goal range. But he made, like I say, made all but 1 this year. So got a good weapon. The Jets kicker's not quite as good in the 40 to 49 range, but he's really solid inside of 40. So Don Mikowski in here in the pro set, trying to get the Jets back in here on the first play of the second quarter. We haven't seen Jerry Rice targeted that I remember. He and Henry Ellard, excellent receivers, and working on zeros. I figure they'll get a little bit of action before the day's out. It's off tackle Byers. He's got an advantage with an open zone over there. No low linebackers in the zone. 6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4. Short to Rice, gets strong. And Mikowski misses that one. 19 chances, get strong for Mikowski. So very, very good short pass card, get strong. It's roughly about what you'll see with Marino. If I'm not mistaken, Marino's got a better guest right card. So we've got a 3rd and 4, pro set, 3-4 defense. I'm looking for one of the right wide receivers, but he's going to Rathman off tackle. Fumble. Bengals may be on it. Yes, they are. They're going to take over at the Jets 29. Mikowski left a little early, dropping back into the pocket. Little problem with the handoff, and Jesse Solomon finds it under the scrum, and Cincinnati's got the ball at the 29, up 7-0 early second quarter. Blocking back set with Pinkett at running back. We'll go right back to Miller here. And run left Pinkett. Double teaming Miller and tuned. It's going to get 0. You see Pinkett's got the yardage really that you like. He's got 60 plus 27 on 10. He's got lots of 4, 5, and 6s. Just not a lot of short gains. And again, this era, there's a lot of cards that are like that, where you can get some steady yards, but it's just not loaded with short gains on 7 and 8. You know, like you see some other years, 70s especially, had a lot of running backs that have 12 or 15 chances of short gain or better off tackle. A lot of the guys in this set are, you know, somewhere between 6 and 10. He's only got 4, as you see. Here's Pinkett off tackle left again. It's good at steady yards, and there's 3. So now you got a manageable 3rd and 7. Flat pass dump offs, a lot more likely to pick up a first down on 3rd and 7 than 3rd and 10. And you're also, if you get a short sack, not going to get bumped out of field goal range. Again, Lansford's like 2 through 8, 11, and 12 in this range. So as long as you don't take a bad sack, you're okay. And pass rush is not the Jets' forte. They're basically a pretty average team as far as getting sacks. They're in a 3-3-5 here. Of course, Bernstein, the great running threat. It's going to be short to quick with the great card last year. And Marino throws it right in there. As Jay says, when Marino's rolling 7s and not 11s, things are usually good for the Bengals. He's got the long game and a double team completion on 7 long. And of course, straight out interception on 11. But when you can steadily move the ball like that, look at that 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 guessed right chances of short, on short pass guessed right. So very good. Here's short to Miller. Double team on Schuler. It's going to get into the end zone again. Anthony Miller with his 2nd touchdown. That one for 14 yards. Marino now 7 for 11, 85 yards, a pair of scores. And Mr. Automatic Lansford, who only misses 1 out of every 216 of these, will put it through. So an early 14-0 lead for the Bengals. It's the kickoff to the 8. Eric Metcalf gets it back out 25 yards to the 33. And Mikowski will take over there, down 14-0. It's going to be off tackle right Byers. Gain of 2, guess for all.